What is up, people? Welcome to my first ever YouTube video today. I'm doing a quick simple tutorial on my boy Wade doing a skin fade with a textured fringe. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to start off by cutting the top, taking a nice neat section from the center point of the crown to the recession point of the head. I'm going to bring everything down square. This allows me to build up weight around the sides and I'll build up a nice square shape. Do the same thing all the way around the head. So now, after we've done all that, do a simple section down the middle, bring both sides down, repeating the same process, however towards the front, gonna angle it out a bit, and elevate it a tiny bit as well, so we get a nice soft disconnection, no harsh lines creating. The reason why I'm elevating because I don't want to make it hard for myself when it comes to the blending. So onto the top now. When you see we pull my first section, you'll see I'll have a short point, and that's what I always recommend to all my clients on how much length I take off. However, if they do want more, I'll take more off, but that is my recommendation. Wade's a barber, so Wade knows. As you can see, the short points all the way through, so very rarely you'll lose your guideline. So now after cutting the top, I'm going to do a bit of slicing to create a bit of separation and texture in the hair. This will mainly take place when I'm blow drying and also at the end of the haircut. For anyone wondering what that was, it was just a bit of sea salt spray, got to be. So when it comes to the blow drying, all I really like to do in the blow dry is just get the hair dry as quick as possible. And I like to make sure the crown sits perfect, so when it comes to the blow drying, that is the most important part. So what I'll do is I'll blast the hairdryer right in the center point of the crown until it's completely dry, just so I can allow it to sit where it wants to sit. As the back gets dry, I'll work my way forward and just get it done as quickly as possible. I'll get the hair sitting where I want it to sit, so when it comes to actually putting products in the end, it makes it so much easier for myself. Just want to say a shout out to Roddy for plugging me with the beats. It's so hard. Just makes me want to spit some bars, I swear down. As you can see, the slicing is taking place now. You can see the separation, the movement in Wade's hair now. It's looking fire, you know what I'm saying? Once the blow dry is done, as you can see where I put my block graduation at the very start, there's a slight line. I'll get my 2 guard and clear the bulk with it. Just below it, flicking out as much as possible, keeping it square as possible. Never want to round a haircut off, never. I'm gonna be looking fucked at it now. I know the camera position is really fucking annoying, but it's my first video trying to get grips with everything, so please bear with me. So I'm going to do a bit of clip over comb now, softening that shaping, so when it comes to my guard work, fade work, it's going to be a bit easier. L dotty in the back, looking gurney and that. So with the type of fade I'm going to go for is dip fade, but towards the back I'm going to keep it fairly straight. Wade's got really nice edges, so I thought why not use them, show them off a bit. So I've been cutting Wade's hair for quite a while now, and this is literally the haircut after growing it out from a crop, I think it was. It took us quite a while to grow it out from a crop. I took it quite short. But yeah, finally back at normal length now for Wade to have his hair back to how he likes it. So now I'm gonna get my Phillips. These essentially take it down to what a cutthroat would. It's just the process, it makes the process so much quicker. So I'm gonna go up right at the bottom and then side to side just below the bold outline. So once we've done that, we're going to add this foils and go just below where we took the rotaries. This is essentially where the fade all starts. You want to make sure you get that smooth transition from the rotaries to the foils. So you want to flick out with the Andis. Don't take it too high because you'll struggle getting that bottom line out. And that's a bitch. So onto the fade. We're going to go no guard open. I'm going to do about a finger spread because I know Wade's hair can't retain a lot of colour because of how soft and fine it is. And after I've done that, I'm going to do a 0.25 just below my 0.5 line. Make sure you always have a brush in the other hand. Keep your work as clean as possible. Now I've done that, I'm going to get my one guard, one open, flicking through, and I'm going to work my way down to a 1. Just softening that line. As you can see, the fade's already coming together. Now we're 1.5. I'm going to flick out just below where I put my 2 and my block graduation in. And I'm going to slowly close it, just like I did with my 1. As you can see, the fade's coming along nicely. So now onto the shape up. I'm going to pick up my slim lines. I'm going to start my way from the bottom, trying to get that C cup shape up. Drawing it in. see, quite faint, but there is a nice little shape up there. Now a bit of finessing on the fade. But last but not least, getting out that bottom line. I'm gonna push through from my 0.25 to my 0 now. Working my way through, adjusting the lever. Now on to the other side and repeating the same method, trying to get everything as symmetrical as possible. So my 0.5 to my 0.25. As you can see with my clippers, I'm using the back of my blade flicking out, because if I dig too much, I don't want to be creating any harsh guidelines and make it harder for myself to get it out. Especially if you're running in an appointment barbershop like I do, 30 minutes. You don't want to be stressing because you're running late. So a bit of clipper over comb, going with the grain, because I don't want to create any harsh guidelines. Everything's got to be soft. You can see my 1.5 just going just below where I did my scissors at the start. And then closing it up, softening that line. And on the shape again, just gonna draw that C cup in. I do have enhancements, but I don't really like using them that much. It's just so hard to get the right proportion with the pumps. We use Topic in our shop. We've got the pumps, and it's so hard to get the right amount on each side to make it as symmetrical as possible. So onto the back, I'm not going to spread it too much, because as you can see there's two little light patches in the back of Wade's head. If I spread it too much, they'll stick out so much, and the silhouette of the fade will not match. So I'm doing exactly the same process I did on the sides, 0.25, one open, one closed, and then 1.5 just below with block graduation. Fingers at the back of Wade's head, see the obstacle bone. I literally put my guide line just on top of it, so it's a bitch to get out the bottom line. It's a bad judgment from me. So there'll be a lot of fiddling at the end of that. So now getting to the point where I'm gonna get rid of my bottom line. So with my 0, I'd push through a lot more than I would on the sides with my 0. His hair, for some reason, at the back is a lot thicker and denser. I don't know why. I think it's maybe because people sleep on the back of their heads a lot more. If you're not very confident with clipper over comb, I still do this to this day. I'll go with my blade open, soften it first, and if that's not taking enough hair off, then I'll go straight closed. But always with the grain, always. That area needs touching up with a bit of scissor over comb. So I'm gonna add a bit more texture to Wade's hair because of how soft it is. Just gonna be a bit of point cutting, just on the ends, no deep texturizing. Like I said, a bit of scissor over comb was needed around these areas. Roddy pulling through the pure fire, you know. So it's the styling. We'll put a bit of powder in it. Only a bit got to be. So when it comes to styling, I like to scrunch up the hair and then put it into place where I want it to sit. It's a lot of fiddling. I'll be usually sometimes spend about 5 minutes on the styling just to make sure everything's in the place where I want it to be sitting. As you see, the texturizing and the slices is really coming through now. You see the separation in the hair, and there's a lot of movement in it as well. Wade got that fire hair, man. Bit of hairspray to keep it in place. You can really see the squareness from the block graduation that we put in at the start. Happy client, happy barber. That's my boy right there. Anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Any questions, comment down below. Give my boy Roddy a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.